What's going on? We are the Fantasy Fathers podcast, Kale and Taff. We're back into it for the Week 12 review. Kale, how you feeling about your Week 12 outing?
Feeling good actually. I come against number 3 team, but in my opinion, the best team in the league.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think he's the best team. But he had HN Waddle on bye,
Yeah.
Spitgate with Jamar Chase,
Mm,
who's a former
avocado.
former player of my team captain last year. So he did me a solid this year, and I got over the line by I think 4 or 5 points. So not bad for coming up against a twos team.
He definitely has the best team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by
Now,
a
now that
mile.
you've said it,
Although Jefferson has fallen off a cliff a bit, but you'd expect him to turn it around eventually.
Jefferson's his wide receiver 2 or 3.
Yeah, well, he's got
Be on Chase and Model, I
Chase,
think.
Waddle, Smith. I'd have Waddle above him now,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm not a
would.
big Waddle
I,
fan,
I
but
would as well. Yeah.
he's been looking
So
solid.
his wide receiver 3 is Justin
Yeah,
Jefferson.
potentially 4. I think he's probably on par with Smith at the moment, but
Mm.
I expect him to turn it around. But yeah, so I beat him, and that win plus other matchups going my way will see me sneak into 6th place on with my points for record.
Really?
Yep. Really happy. So there'll be 2 other teams,
You've
Daryl
done well.
and Beachy.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be on the same point,
What is it?
well, same score line, but
8.
points for
No, you'd be what,
6 and 6.
6-6.
Yeah,
Shit. I
and
think like there's a good chunk of the league on 6-6 now.
well, there'll be 3. Oh, Jet as well, actually.
Nah, I just checked and he's expected to win now.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Oh,
It's only just changed. Yeah, he's expected to win by about 10 points because
that's a
the
spew.
Rams got a touchdown.
Oh, last
Yeah.
minute. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
What a spew.
The Rams defense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought Trey might have a chance.
He still is, but it's a very slim chance now.
Yeah, okay.
And I think if he loses this one, he's
Well,
done.
that would have been 4 teams, and that would have had Dottie moving up to 4th, but
Mm.
he will stay in 5th now, I think.
Yep.
But yeah, how about you? How'd you go this week? I heard you got gaped.
The crazy
To put it
part is
mildly,
it's still not over.
because you
Like
got CMC
I've got
and Kittle.
CMC
Yeah,
and Kittle. We've just seen Jameer Gibbs go for 55. CMC doing the exact same thing against Carolina.
not unheard of.
Not unheard of. So,
I think this is his first time playing against them again. Revenge game.
oh really?
I'm
Oh,
pretty sure.
I don't know. But I think I'm down by about 40 or 50.
And just them 2 to go.
Just that. Well, he's got Ted McMillan as well.
Okay.
So if they both put up 30 points, or even if CMC puts up 40, which he's been putting 30 plus up pretty much every week, and then Kittle does 25, which he has been doing, I'm a chance.
Yeah.
Which is weird to think.
Yeah. So CMC can do something, and Kittle beats Tet by 5 points, 10 points.
Yeah,
Yeah, he actually could do it.
I could do it.
What's he projected? 190, is it roughly?
He's projected, about 190.
Yeah. Jeez.
So it's weirdly achievable, but I hate that I'm gonna have to wait again.
Yeah. You like
Every
waiting.
single week, it's Tuesdays. I'm waiting for that
Yeah.
game.
But you're on top. You're number 1 seed at the
For
moment.
now, yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
think
he is also the number 2 seed.
he'll be
So
number 1 after
yeah.
this week. But I'll be number 2 because Vass has lost. So that's helped him out.
Well, yeah. Usually go. Well, one of you will go 2 games clear.
Yep.
And probably basically lock in a top 2 spot.
Yeah,
Bye
100%.
week. Yeah. So
Yeah, it'll 100% lock
that's
in the
actually
top 2
huge for
spot.
one of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
massive.
Well, I've done you a solid.
You've done me a massive solid because now I'm facing the 2 of the bottom 3 teams after this week.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
I got
Same as Dotty, actually.
2 girls, 1 cup, and I chase.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. So
not bad, actually.
you've done me a solid.
Mm.
I just got to win one of them, and I've basically got second.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
shall we get into takeaways? You got anything?
For takeaways, I reckon we start a
Yep.
lovely beer review.
Yep.
Man's thirsty.
Man is very thirsty. We've got the lovely Iron Jack here.
Iron Jack. Yep.
Essentially the tight ass Great Northern, but
The tight ass of the tight ass.
yeah, the tight ass. I actually think it's a good taste.
What is it? It's only 3.3% alcohol.
That's pretty low. But
That's extremely low.
it's a 1.0 standard drinks.
One standard drink. That's
Iron Jack crisp Australian lager. It's brewed
so you
around Australia.
You can drink 50 of them and
So
drive.
it's not saying it's brewed in Australia, but definitely around Australia.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's nothing special, but
To me, it's just Great Northern.
Great Northern's better.
Reckon?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I would
It's
agree,
just missing
but
something from the Great
it's
Northern.
cheap.
Yeah.
Cheaper,
It's not bad
slightly
though.
cheaper. Yeah, that's solid.
Out of
Good beer.
7.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The review.
I gotta put together like a thing
I'll go back
of
a
what
fair way.
all the numbers are. I think the Matzo's ginger beer is my
I'm
number one.
gonna. It's nothing special, and I'm not a huge fan of Northern. Actually, I'm gonna mark it pretty harshly. I'm gonna go 3. It's a solid beer, but
Yeah,
it
3's fair.
doesn't.
I think 3's good.
It's a good day drinking. I would say, and it's
There's always gonna
night
be a
time.
better option.
Yeah, there always will be a better option.
Yeah.
It's a fail safe.
Yeah, it's not. 3's fair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we can jump into a couple of takeaways.
Yes.
Okay, takeaways. You
Takeaways.
want to take it away?
I'll take it away. All right. First one. The
Yep.
Rams are gonna win the Super Bowl.
Oh,
The
that's a
Rams look.
huge takeaway, but yeah, I can't
The
disagree.
yeah. Rams look fucking grouse.
I think
They,
after today, Adams as well. He had
mm,
10 touchdowns for the year.
yeah. Mad.
Now he'd be averaging over 1 per game because he had another 2 today,
Yeah.
and he would have only played 11 games.
Yep. Yeah. Nah.
That's yeah,
The Rams are looking
unreal.
awesome. They've got the Falcons' first round pick next year, which is going to be a top 10 pick.
Yep.
They're looking like a win now team and a win in the future team because their whole defense is looking pretty. It's a young
Young
defense.
defense, yeah. But
Awesome.
Ken Stafford, how long can he hold on?
He's MVP. I think
Yeah,
he's locked it up
another 2
almost.
years, we'd say. Another 2, 3 years, maybe.
Yeah, another good 2-3 years. I think they'll get out of
They're
him.
potentially one big injury away from being done. Like
Well,
there was talks that he might not make it this season because in the off season he's major back surgery, back complaints.
yeah, I don't know. It was a weird one because it definitely doesn't look like he had
No,
back
yeah, it was
problems.
unreal.
Even this game though, it was weird. They were up by a shitload of points, and they still had him out there playing. And even the commentators were sort of saying like, at one point they said like I'd 1,000% have him sitting on the bench.
Yeah, well, they started to rest Williams. They got Coram out there more.
The Blake Coram Williams split is definitely worth monitoring.
Hmm.
Through the game, like early on in the game, I was noticing like at one point it was very early, so it was 3 carries to 1
To who?
to Coram.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
and then even I think Coram finished with about 7 or 8. Coram Williams had 12.
Yeah,
So in a blowout game, you'd think there would have been a
Coram
lot
gets
more
more.
Coram,
Hmm.
but yeah, that's why I went and picked him up because his usage is only getting more 50-50.
Yeah, so I really like the way Coram's going. I think in these games, yeah, Coram gets in there a bit more. But if it's a close game, Coram will see 85% of the snaps. But in the games where like they took the lead pretty early this game and started to blow him out,
Mm,
they don't need to get him out there as much. They obviously
yeah,
prefer him out there, but they don't want to overwork him. So yeah,
I think
I really like Coram rest of the year.
I think Coram's a very good handcuff.
Coram, yeah,
Mm,
yeah, especially in that division because they got San Fran, they got Seattle,
yeah, and
the
then
Rams, obviously, and
the lowly
my
Cardinals.
Arizona not doing anything, but
They
it's
disgusting,
an
mate.
absolute battle to get out of that division. Every game
Mm,
they need to win
hmm
and probably put up as much points as they can. So I think yeah, I'm. So you're obviously high on Coram. I'm very high on Coram.
Yeah,
I think
I think
he's
by
going
way
to
of
end the year
handcuffs, I think Coram's very
in the
good.
year end the year hot. And yesterday, today 5 points with no touchdowns, but you can almost bank him for a touchdown every game.
Yeah, except for today.
Yeah, I think there's been 3 games this year out of 11. It's
Yeah,
not bad going.
yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty sort of dependable.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was my first takeaway. Rams will win the
yeah,
Super Bowl.
I
I
like
think the
it.
Eagles are suspect now.
Yeah, my one is Chase Brown. I think he's going to prove to be a league winner again with the form he's on. He's gone 3 straight weeks with 15 plus, and you might think, yeah, that's good, but not great. No touchdowns in that span. 15 points for a running back.
Yeah,
Just getting there on the targets, and he's actually gone from being very inefficient to efficient on the ground. And yeah, even before that 15-point game stretch, I think it was a 20 plus point game the week before with 2 touchdowns. So he's hitting his form, and obviously Burrow's about to come back.
yep.
But for me, I don't think it changes it too much. Burrow and Flacco, sort of the same pass volume. Obviously, Burrow should just be the touches should be more efficient. Same amount of touches, but more efficient, I think.
Mm,
So yeah, really keen if you can. Obviously, we're probably past trade deadlines in most leagues, but if you can get a hold of him somehow, I've tried to go after him in our league, but unfortunately, it's the only running back that team has, so he's keen to hold on to him
I
no
went for
matter the
him as
cost.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I well and truly went for him.
yeah.
Um,
Because I look at the rankings I follow, they've still got him at 19 or 20 for the year. Oh, he's in my top 12. I'm not sure why they've got him so low.
I don't know if he's top 12.
I think he is with that target volume.
I don't. There's. I don't know about
I had
top
him at
12.
RB6 coming into the year.
Yeah, he's definitely not top 6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely
I
not.
wouldn't say he's top 12 to be honest. Off the top of my head, I'd probably say top 6 would be CMC, HN, Gibbs, JT, Bijan, Saquon, James Cook. Uh, who else would I have in there?
Henry's looking good.
Henry's looking good. I put Henry in there. So
See, I can't think of much more. No, we're
Kyron
probably
Williams,
missing a
I'd
name.
put Kyron Williams in there.
Yeah, Kyron. Then you've got
So that's bringing to 8 or 9.
yeah, and
So
you're
really,
getting close to Chase Brown. I think
I
Chase
think
Brown
yeah,
territory.
getting close. But I think there's probably a few more than him. Chuba, I'd have above him. Not Chuba, sorry, Rico.
Rico, yeah.
Yeah,
I would have Rico above him too.
Javonte,
If
I'd
you
have above
yeah,
him.
Javonte. Yeah. If you count the
So
buy, I
we're
wouldn't.
already sort
But
of 10
yeah,
or 11 there.
yeah,
So yeah, I wouldn't have him top 12.
yeah. With the buy factoring that in, I'd choose Chase Brown, but without it, I would probably still go Rico.
Yeah,
But yeah, as a team hunting for the playoffs and every game counts, just can't afford them buys at the moment. Hence
yeah.
a reason why I'm potentially considering Henderson trade at the last minute.
I'd have Henderson above him. Actually, if it was a normal sort of circumstance where the best running back was getting all the carries or the majority
I
of the
think it has to
carries,
change.
I would
Stevenson had
have him.
6
But
carries for like 4 yards today, and all of them were at the goal line.
I don't know.
He did not. He had 1 yard about 5 times and could not get it done. It
Yeah,
has to change. Even Jennings had a go. He couldn't get it done. Drake May had a go running at the goal line as a May owner. He
and they
couldn't get it
ended up
done.
with a field goal.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was watching
killed me. Yeah, I was screaming at work.
because I wanted Diggs to get the touchdown.
Yeah, well, Hunter Henry ended up with 2 as well.
I know.
I mean, not bad as a May owner, but yeah, I wanted that to be
Shit
wanted
house
that
for
to be a
me
Hendo.
as a
Yeah,
Diggs owner,
yeah,
and
and
no
playing against
longer
Henry.
playing against Henry as well.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true.
and no longer a May owner. But speaking of, I do have Lamar Jackson
Yep, great. Yeah, let's get into it.
now. I was looking at it today. Yeah, I was looking at the fact that Drake May has been not very good
Yeah, so
fantasy
I
wise.
bought him off you 4 weeks ago. He's not gone over 20 points since then. He was the number one quarterback for a
He
span
was,
there, but
yeah.
now he's dropped right back down. The beauty of him is his matchups are unreal to end the year. But to be fair, the last 4 weeks have also been unreal. So I don't know what you can say there.
I think what made him so good was the run game was so bad, so they couldn't rely on just passing it off to the running back to run it in.
Yeah,
I think that's really helped his early
yeah. I think
season value.
yeah he had
Not relying on
to
Ramondre
start the
Stevenson.
season, like first 8 games it is. I think 4 or 5 of them were over 40 yards rushing for him, which
Yeah.
is a great
Yep.
great floor for a quarterback.
Yep.
But since then, I don't think he's gone over 20.
He was the best rusher on that offense, but now he's not.
Yeah,
Now
so
that Travion's sort of getting a lot more usage. So
but
yeah, I think
I
that's hurt his
think
value
yeah,
a little bit.
Buffalo lost this week, didn't they?
They did.
So they don't even need to really push. They've got the
No.
division wrapped up almost.
They're looking for the 1 seed, I
Yeah,
think.
so
Yeah.
maybe if they're gonna push for that 1 seed, then they can
I think they've
get
almost
him out
locked it
there.
up.
Maybe he needs to rush a bit more. But
Mm.
if they're just going to settle for the one in their division, then potentially they just keep relying on him. His passing, push it to the running backs.
Yeah, I
Don't
think.
don't risk your star quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. I think if I'm variable, I'm putting it in the hands of Travion if I'm ahead.
Yeah.
Or if it's even a neutral sort of game script, I'm putting it in the hands of Travion.
Yeah.
If I'm behind, that's when I'll start sort of throwing the ball
Yeah.
around.
Right.
But yeah,
So
don't risk Drake May. He's looking too good.
he's definitely still probably top. I'd have him around the 6 to 8 range for quarterbacks the rest of the year because
Yeah.
you know what his ceiling is, but he just hasn't hit that for 5 weeks now.
Yep. Yeah. I think I agree. But so I've traded away Drake May, and I've just traded away Dak Prescott.
Yeah. So you drafted quarterback really well to start the year.
I did.
Yeah.
And they were both very late. I think Dak was the 9th.
May was what 10?
11, I think.
Yeah, even later. Well,
Yeah. Yeah, I drafted them both earlier than was expected, but still pretty late.
Yeah.
But then I've traded both of them away. Now I'm sitting on Lamar Jackson. Very risky, but I love his. I've
It's a good
traded for
schedule.
upside. I've traded for upside and good schedule.
That's why I've got Derrick Henry and
Yeah.
Flowers in the same league,
Yep.
just for that schedule alone.
Yeah.
But Flowers might be leaving my team tonight, so we'll see what happens there.
Yeah. I think I've picked him up pretty cheap. So I traded AJ Brown away, coming off one of his best games of the season.
Yep.
He had 8 targets for over 100 yards.
Yep.
Sorry, he had 11 targets, 8 receptions.
Yep.
5 of those receptions came in the first quarter.
Yeah.
As soon as they were up, they stopped targeting him.
Well, they did not score another point in the second half.
Yeah, well, that's when it started coming a bit more competitive, a bit closer. That's when he got a few more targets.
Yeah.
So he got everything in the first quarter and then the last quarter.
It's a big mystery what's happened in that passing game this year. They're still, well, they didn't win today, but
his usage
still got a good record.
Yeah. Yep.
For the amount of complaining that comes out.
Well,
you wouldn't expect it.
The Cowboys can make a run now. We're, I think, 3 wins behind the Eagles.
Okay.
Yeah, and we've just beat them. So we've got to play the Commanders.
Do you have the Giants twice, I think, as well in the year?
I don't know.
We can double check that in the break, but I think
I know the fantasy playoff schedule. There's the Chargers, the Commanders in week 17.
Yep.
And
I'm targeting a potential Commanders player for that matchup.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't. Don't rely on the numbers because our defense is looking a whole lot better.
You reckon?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we just beat the Eagles.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got a lot of players back. That's another thing that I've been sort of keeping in mind. On paper, if you're looking at the whole season, the Ravens, any team going up against the Ravens, it's supposedly a good sort of matchup.
Yep.
But they're getting players back now.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So
that's pretty well known that they are. But
yeah, that defense
Dallas's defense getting better. Okay.
Yep.
Could change my mind.
Keenan Williams is looking very good.
Good pickup for a first rounder. Yep.
Overshawn's back. Who else is back? Duran Bland's looking pretty good now.
Diggs went out injured. That probably helps.
That did help. Yeah. So yeah, the defense is looking a lot better.
Yep.
Good time to come good. But yeah, I think we're sitting like 5 wins now.
Yeah. Actually, I've got a road question on Dallas. Fantasy wise, who is the Dallas's wide receiver 1 rest of the year?
CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah. There's an argument to be made. It's Pickens.
Yeah,
he's looking unreal.
I think it is CeeDee Lamb.
What a player!
He was covered pretty well, but he's also had some weird drops. Like he just is not known for drops.
That's one of the problems coming about. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if that clears up, I think he had 11 targets today.
Yeah.
If
Pickens had, I think, probably 11 himself as well, or 13 or something stupid.
Yeah. Well, I think it was 11 targets, 4 receptions for 75 yards.
Yeah. Pickens just makes the catches that I thought Harrison was going to be known for coming into this year. But Pickens'
receptions are grouse, but his yards after is just unreal.
Yeah.
When he gets the ball and starts running, it's just good.
Yeah, it's just good. Yeah.
Like him and Jamo, you just know when they get the ball, it's good. Like you're in for a show.
Yeah. If you get them in space, particularly Jamo as an owner the last 3 weeks, not counting this week, but yeah, that undercut where a couple of X receivers, or what do you call it, Z receiver goes up, Jamo cuts across like that. He's just in space running. Oh, he'll just make blokes miss. Yeah, if he gets a good run, good blocks, yeah, he'll just go the distance.
Yeah, and I think Pickens is pretty similar.
Yeah.
Similar,
but he just gets much better volume.
Yes. Yeah. My second takeaway.
Yeah.
My second takeaway. I think I'm going to grab Lamar. I think he's got a good little buy low value. I'm looking for his upside. We've seen his floor.
Yep.
He's very low floor. I think like today's game, for example, the Jets. I don't think it's a competitive game.
No.
I think they were going to win that, and they ran the ball and they won it pretty comfortably.
Yep.
But I think the next few games they won't be able to do that. I think the Bengals defense, like I was saying with the Cowboys, I think the Bengals defense is looking a whole lot better now. I don't know what they've done, but it's just looking a bit more consistent.
Okay.
I think that'll keep them in games a bit more, especially with Joe Burrow coming back.
Yes. Yep. And they got them twice in the next 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly why I've had Henry.
Yeah.
this whole time.
So I think games like that, games against the Steelers where they're still playing for the top of the AFC North.
Yep.
I think yeah, I think it's a good time to go and get some Ravens players, and I'm really looking for his ceiling. We've seen what that is. He's one of the best. I think he's a top two quarterback. I think he is the number 2 quarterback rest of the season behind
Yep.
Josh Allen.
Okay. Yep.
Coming into the season, I had him as number 2.
Yeah. So not much has changed.
Yeah, and I still do. I think he's just been injured.
Yeah.
For
Well,
a
he
lot
was
of the
my number
season.
one coming into the year.
Yeah.
I probably would have Josh Allen number one now, just based on the ceiling he showed last week. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's very volatile. Quarterback, even Mahomes, who was number one to start the year,
Yep.
he's dropped off. Drake May's dropped off. There's
Yep.
not really anyone that's been consistent all year. Even
Yeah.
Caleb Williams has gone up and down. He's had a couple of really good weeks.
A couple of really bad ones. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, there's not someone that's just standing out.
Yeah, that's why I think you could just got to trace. You got to chase ceilings
Yeah.
rather than floors, or just consistently, even because even the consistent ones are sort of having weeks where they're no good.
Yeah, agree.
So yeah, if you're gonna win the championship, you need someone who has that potential to go
Yeah,
for
you need
30
a big
plus.
ceiling. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's Lamar.
Yep, I agree with that.
So that was my second one.
Yeah, so I got my third takeaway and my last one, unless I can think of one. It's Jacoby Myers. I think he might be the wide receiver one for the rest of the year for Jacksonville. Obviously, BTJ, we expect him to probably come back, but we saw what he was like to start the year. He's already had 2 weeks off, it was 3 weeks off, maybe even. He's obviously not fully right with something, and they're in the playoff hunt. You think they'd want their best players out there. So yeah, I'm a bit worried about him, how he's going to go the rest of the year. They might just end up putting him out there as a bit of a dummy player. So I think Myers, he can get that target volume, first touchdown for the year. He didn't score one for the Raiders. And yeah, I think he should have a very solid floor, 10 to 12 points floor. And he has been known in the past to get close to 20 points
Yeah.
any given week. So very, very safe. Would have been a good buy low a few weeks ago. He was bought in our league. But yeah, he probably paid up for him a bit. But yeah, I think very solid player that you can chuck in your flex.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. I've got nothing to add to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a nothing player, really.
Yeah. Good little flex. That's about it.
Yeah, just a flex.
Yeah. Have you got any other takeaways from this week? I've got a couple.
Is mainly all I've got.
No. I'll run through.
I might build off one of your takeaways. We'll see.
I think you will. What do you reckon about Seattle? Because my next takeaway is about Seattle. Their offense and defense.
I think they're very similar to the Western Bulldogs in the AFL, where when the going gets tough, they run away, but they love beating down on shit teams.
I agree.
Well, what is that called? I forget the term.
I don't know, flat track bullies.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I agree. They are definitely flat track bullies. I'm sus on the Seattle defense.
Okay.
Drop it. I mean, if the Titans can put 20 up against you,
True. One of them was a return.
Still, if they can come close to Jameer Dick, Dyke.
I don't know, DK, Dick.
Something like that. You love him though.
Yeah, I just acquired a bit of Dick.
Actually, that was something I saw in the thing. Since when are special teams touchdowns being added?
Oh, they've always been there.
Have they?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
There's normally no one fantasy relevant except Shaheed that might score one.
But still, I didn't think they were because I've noticed this and it's giving me the shits. Because I think it comes back to the.
No, it's always. No, I can guarantee
the whole debacle.
Always been there. But yeah,
because the defensive teams, the defense, Ray Davis, his return got added to the Buffalo. Was it Buffalo?
Because technically, it's not,
it was Buffalo.
Not defense, it's DST.
No, but
it's defense and special teams.
His touchdown got added to it.
Defense and special teams. That's special teams. Apart return.
So if you've got, say, if I had Ray Davis and the Bills defense, I'd get 12.
Yeah, you get a double.
I don't like that.
It's like Josh Allen when he threw the ball to him for Amari Cooper and then got the shuttle back. He scored 2 touchdowns.
So really, everyone should be rostering Kevontae Turpin, just in case.
In a deep league, yeah, but one touchdown every. He might do it twice a season. You can't put that in the starting lineup. But you might not know, but our 32-man league, I'm not 100% sure, but I think return yards count.
Yeah,
not just the touchdown.
They do, yeah.
So it's huge in that league.
It is massive. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Jimmy Dick. Anyway, the Seattle defense. Yes. I'm very sus on the Seattle defense. They have looked pretty good, but I don't know. I think they are just flat track bullies.
Yep.
I can't see Sam Darnold winning any playoff games. I think they.
Same as last year. I think he didn't win one. Knocked out first week.
Yeah, I think knocked out first week. Yeah. I don't think they'll win any playoff games. I think if a team manages to shut down JSN, which would be bloody hard to do,
They have nothing else.
they have nothing. Um,
Yep.
I- although I did see a comment today that Jesus couldn't shut down JSN, and
I think he'd have a tough time, but
I think he would as well.
he runs.
He's
He's just unreal.
he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
All right. For the pod.
But yeah, JSN. Yeah. So, but going back to him, he came into the. I think he came off an ACL his last year of college, so he had no reps or no games. But the year before that, as a sophomore, versing a third year in college, Garrett Wilson, I think a fourth year Olave, and even Harrison was there. Ibuka was there, but they were obviously younger. He had the most yards by a comfortable distance above Garrett Wilson, above Olave, both top 10 draft picks in their year.
Yeah.
And then he went in the teens of his draft year. But obviously, it's just taken a bit of time to come back from that knee injury. And then, as you were just saying, the offensive coordinator, the first year he was in the league.
Yeah, he was no good.
Yeah, so he was
Can't remember his
there.
name, but
Yeah, I'm not sure the name either. But
They
then,
just didn't use him.
Caleb Williams' first year, he was Chicago's offensive coordinator, and
Yep.
obviously that offense looked terrible.
Yep.
And then this year, he's actually in Jacksonville, and we can see that drop off
Yeah,
since
BTJ.
last year. Yeah, BTJ took him ages to get Hunter involved, and then obviously got injured. But it's only really the run game that looks good in Jacksonville, and that I think comes back to the head coach, Liam Cohen, because he had a good run game in Tampa with Bucky.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, no, good takeaway. I like that.
Yeah.
Seattle are the Western Bulldogs.
Suspect. They're not doing much in the postseason. All right. My next one, actually, about the Buccaneers.
Okay.
Good little
tidbit.
No, just
Segue.
Yep. That's the one I was looking for. Did you ever play what was that game where you got on the Segway man and you were like trying to Happy Wheels? That's it. Did you ever play that?
I have not.
Okay, that's a good one. Segway. Anyway, basically, I don't want any part of the Buccaneers offense at the minute.
Okay. Yep.
Especially if Baker Mayfield misses time. They've just been rocked with injuries. It wouldn't surprise me if he misses time. He's come out and watched the rest of the game today in a sling.
I think I heard he broke something.
I don't know.
Collarbone, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't seen the video, but
if
he's gone, it's unfortunate, but
I don't want any part of it. Their receivers are just, even with Baker, was sort of a bit lackluster.
It was a touchdown and a bust. Even Ibuka, obviously, hot start to the year, but he's done not much for like 5 or 6 weeks now. And I've been trying to get him in our league, but the owner's asking too much.
I think if Mike Evans didn't get injured, I think he looks a whole lot better because he wouldn't be getting as much coverage.
Yeah. Well, Godwin came back this week on snap count. Maybe in a few weeks he might turn into something all right. But if Baker's there,
I think Godwin's good next season. I don't think he's going to be very good this season.
I've got him on the back of my bench just in case something happens.
In that scenario, it's not
more of a veteran in the locker room. It's good to have.
Yep. I think the running backs there. The last thing I saw about Bucky Irving was it might not be injury that's keeping him out. It might be like a mental health thing.
Oh.
So don't know what. Maybe that's why it's been so up in the air with what's
going on. It sounds like they're
him.
adamant he's going to play this next week. Obviously, Tucker.
I've heard that a couple of times.
Yeah, Tucker back down to earth this week. Also as an owner.
Yep.
But if their playoff run is really good, but I think it is without Baker. Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah,
he's not a guy that instills confidence.
I don't think the Buccaneers win their division. I think the Panthers do.
Well, who else is it? Isn't it Jacksonville in that division as well? No,
it's the other South.
Other South, yeah.
It is the Buccaneers. I'm going to embarrass myself here.
New Orleans.
The Saints. The Falcons.
Oh, there you go.
And
it might be the Panthers. Wow.
Who am I forgetting?
No, you got all 4.
I got all 4.
Tampa,
I probably just
Carolina,
embarrassed myself with one of the wrong ones.
Tampa,
but I'm pretty sure.
Carolina, New Orleans, and Atlanta. Yeah. So
I think if the Panthers win tomorrow against the 49ers,
big chance.
Bryce Young's looked pretty bloody good.
Yeah, well, obviously last week was a big game.
Yeah.
But can they repeat? That's the question.
They beat my Cowboys, so.
Yeah, but Everyone was doing that at the start of the year.
Yeah, true. So yeah, I don't know if they make playoffs. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want any part of their offense,
Yeah.
especially if Baker's gone. That was
Yeah.
my big one.
Yep. Agree.
And then the last one, I think if you're going to roster a defense and you just anyone you want, it's the Texans.
Yeah, I think they're number one for scoring
Yeah,
in our league
they
anyway.
8 sacks against the Bills.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so I think if I could have any defense at the minute, it's the Texans.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're taken in our league. Somehow, the 69ers have managed to pick up the best defense again.
They had
The Broncos last
Yeah.
season. And yeah, they managed to pick up Houston.
Yep.
So
They're
yeah,
always
spewing.
they're always a bit tin ass, aren't they?
Oh, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I hate the fact that he's pretty much convinced me not to trade.
Because it's served him so well.
It served him so well. He's traded once.
To be fair,
And
he's gotten lucky with points because he's not in playoffs on points scored.
still,
He's about eighth. And he's going to be sitting fifth. So
the only thing that he's gone wrong was with the one trade that he made, where he traded Jacoby Myers. If he kept Jacoby Myers, I think he'd be better off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because Worthy's not done much, and
no.
well, he turned Bo Nix into Hunt with me.
Hunt's going to be good for this week, and even then, I'd rather Jacoby for the rest of the season more than over Hunt.
Yeah. Well, after I said Myers is wide receiver one there, I think.
Yeah.
I would prefer him, but
So the only mistake he's made was making the one trade.
yeah, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he's and again the defense. He kept the defense. He's
And
been sitting on it.
he had Wandale, he dropped him, and there was another guy he had, and he
Yeah.
dropped.
Yep.
So
His
he
only
could have had
mistake
an
is
unreal
letting
team.
players go.
Yeah, he could have had an unreal team. Drafted very well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is.
You got a buy there?
Yes. So that is all of my takeaways. I'll run through my 3 waivers.
I go waivers first. Oh,
Yeah, we'll go waivers. So the top one's Devin Neal.
Yep.
Got to go grab Devin Neal.
My number one as well.
It looks like Alvin Kamara's picked up, I think they said an MCL sprain.
Yeah, saw that. Yep.
And he's been nursing an ankle injury pretty much all season.
Yeah.
For a lot of it.
Should wrap him in cotton wool, probably.
Yeah, so I think wouldn't surprise me if they just set him out for the rest of the season. Just see what they've got in Devin Neal.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'd be doing.
So yeah, go and grab Devin Neal. I could see him being a good sort of RB3 flex.
Yep. Because he got a great run home.
Awesome.
Obviously, you need to be a good team to have a good run home as a running back, but yeah, he could have a floor of close to maybe around 8 points, I'd say.
Yeah, 8 to 10. I think
the problem is Taysom Hill taking any rushing touchdowns if they get close.
Taysom Hill's done nothing.
I think he had 10 rushes this game.
And he did nothing with them. I think he finished with like 1.5 points.
Okay.
Yeah, he did nothing.
Fair enough.
He had 0 for 2 completions and
yeah,
a whole lot of nothing. But my other 2, I'll be going and grabbing Darren Waller. If you've got an open spot,
I would not.
He's coming back from IR, and he was looking red hot when he was playing.
He was just red zone. There was not much volume, just touchdowns, which is obviously good.
There's still a lot of vacated targets there, and I think they're always going to be playing from behind. So yeah, I think go and grab him, see what happens. Yeah. Again, I doubt he's rostered in many leagues, so see what happens. You might have a grass tight end on your hands who might be a playoff hero for you. Yeah, and then another tight end, Brenton Strange.
Yeah, he's someone I think could be a playoff hero. Yeah. If BTJ doesn't come back like we think he will. He had a lot of targets today. And he's someone, he was one of my smokies coming into the year. But obviously he's been injured a fair bit of it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, with the vacated targets, BTJ out, Hunter obviously gone. Yeah, he could just be a solid PPR merchant.
Yeah, which is really the best you can hope for.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want out of a lower end tight end.
Yep.
So yeah, no, I like that. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head that I want to add. But yeah, I'm mainly at this stage of the year, you don't really want to be rostering too much depth pieces. You want to consolidate where you can if your trade window's still open. If not, I don't mind 2 defenses this time of year. And just you get your one for obviously the current matchup you're in and have one ready for the next week, unless the one you have has a good matchup then.
Yep. Which defenses are you looking at?
So,
just so I can go and pick them up.
So I've been pretty lucky. I've had Cleveland and New England now for about 4 or 5 weeks, and I've been basically back and forth each week. Yep. They actually both scored like 16 points this week. Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty sure New England plays the Giants.
The Giants are. I don't even know if they're good. Like,
They're the
imagine
first
if
team
Jameis Winston
fully
is playing.
eliminated.
Limited.
Yeah,
Limited.
eliminated from the
Eliminate.
playoffs. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's a good one. So I'm going to have New England next week, and the week after, Cleveland play the Titans. So they're my 2 next week sorted. But
Yeah.
both of them, their playoff matchups aren't great.
Mm,
New England plays the Jets in the championship week, so I'll be keeping them for that just in case.
yep.
But Cleveland, I'll eventually drop for someone on week 15, 16. But I could be in a spot where I'll go pick up a third defense for week 15, 16.
Yeah. Okay.
I think if you remember last year,
You grabbed them all.
yeah, I
Yeah.
grabbed all the good defenses for the playoffs.
Yep.
So they were just sitting on my bench. I think I had Pacheco and 4 defenses on my bench and 1 in my starting lineup, so
Yep.
5. And I think it was a smart play in the end. Obviously, you end up beating me in playoffs, but it
Yeah.
wasn't the defense that beat me. So
You still lost.
yeah, I still lost, but
Yeah. No, I know what you
there's not
mean.
much more I could have done.
Yeah.
It's all
But
about tactics coming. And even another one would be if your person you've come up against, maybe they got a quarterback injury or a tight end injury, for
mm,
example, then onesie positions. Go pick up a heap of if you got a bit of crap on the bench, pick up a heap of quarterbacks or tight ends. Just make it just that little bit harder for them.
yeah.
It's all about matchup strategy now.
Yeah. I like handcuffs at the minute.
Yeah,
Thank fuck I had
handcuffs.
Devin Neal.
Yeah, handcuffs. Yeah, handcuffs or strategy against your opponent. That's what I'm
Yeah.
going for now.
Yep.
No point having a wide receiver 5 on the bench.
Yeah. I still like the Buccaneers defense. A little. I think today's game against the Rams, obviously, they
Mm,
didn't look good at
no,
all. But it was against. I
so
think
you've got them, don't you?
I've got them.
Yeah, but if you're in a league where they probably get dropped this week, it could
Go
be
and
a
pick
good
them up.
pickup. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Well,
agree.
really, from now forward, they've got good matchups. But the other one, I said it again. I said it before.
Saints.
The Saints. I love their. If it was any other team, I'd be going and grabbing it.
Yeah,
But it's just they've got an awesome
yeah, it's a
schedule.
good schedule.
Couple
Really good.
home games in their final in the playoffs.
Hard to trust though. Yeah,
It's
I couldn't if I'm relying on.
imagine rolling into the championship with the Saints defense.
Yeah, that's one huge risk.
You'd if you lost, it'd be you the dumbest person in the world. Like, what did you expect?
Yeah,
But if you won, it's like hey,
he's
that's an
an
absolute masterclass.
he's an absolute guru.
But it's scary, and then especially given. So I had a look today. The Buccaneers play the Saints through the playoffs,
Okay,
and I've got a few Saints players. So if I roll in with that,
the Bucks. You're
I need
betting against yourself.
my Saints players to do well, and if they do well, then my defense does bad.
Yeah, I had the
So
exact same thing this week. I had Bowers coming up against Cleveland
yeah,
and worked out all right. I think both of them scored. Well, they both scored 10 plus, so not bad. But yeah,
it's just
ideally you don't want the touchdowns to be scored against your defense, but
mm,
yardage not too bad.
and you also don't want to be relying on the Saints.
No, you do not.
Yeah, so it's
Definitely
hard.
not.
It's very difficult,
Yeah.
but they've definitely got the best playoff schedule.
Yep. Agree.
And
So we'll get into some quick buys.
I've got
All right, get into that buy.
my one and only buy, T. Higgins.
Yep.
He
He's going to
is
miss a week.
he's going to miss a week. He's got a concussion. He might miss 2 weeks. Wouldn't surprise me if he does. But yeah, he's going to miss at least a week. So
Yep.
depending on what the owner has, what their schedule looks like, go and try and see what you can get for
Yeah.
him.
So yeah, the owner in our league, as an example, he is 1 spot out of the playoffs, just behind me.
He's a win now team.
Yeah, he's a win now.
He's a win now
And
or bust.
he just traded for Rice, but Higgins was his wide receiver 1 before that. So
Mm,
now technically he's down his wide receiver 2
yep.
in a win now. So yeah, potentially someone I could send a trade for, but at the same time, I don't really want to be weak, strengthening the people behind me. Because then if they overtake me, I'm stuffed.
I think if I had AJ Brown still, I'd be sending him that way.
Yeah, I would prefer T, but I could see him wanting AJ Brown there
Yeah,
for the extra week.
because he's actually going to play.
Yeah.
Yep.
And in a similar vein, obviously we're talking about Burrow coming back and making T Higgins good. As I said earlier, Chase Brown would be an obvious buy for me. And I would be happy overpaying a little bit because I think he's a lot better than whatever rankings are looking like out there. But yeah, obviously don't go crazy. But yeah, I'd give any running backs around the 12 to 15 range. I'd happily give up. So who you got there? Probably Judkins.
I wouldn't even put Judkins in my top 15 anymore.
Yeah, but you would trade Judkins for Chase Brown.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah,
In a heartbeat.
the person might not do it, but that goes to show a lot of the rankings I look at, Judkins is still 3 or 4 spots higher.
Shit.
So yeah, I'd much prefer Chase Brown there, but that's just one
Yeah.
example.
I think, yeah, Chase Brown will probably put him top 15 minimum.
Yeah, I think
There's an argument to be made for borderline top 12.
yeah, he's
Very, very
10 to
borderline.
12 for me, I think now.
Yeah. I think 12 to 15, but yeah, pretty close.
Yep.
Sort of just splitting hairs there.
Yep.
Yeah, not really much more else on the
Nah,
buys.
because yeah, it's
Brees Hall, I don't mind. I
yeah,
don't think he's going to get benched. I think they're just going to
yeah, I
play him
agree.
out.
I don't think he'll get benched either.
I think without the fumble today, he would have had nearly 16 points. I think it was like
Okay.
15.9.
They
So it
do
would have
have
been
a very tough schedule though, but he should
the
get
next few games are
everything.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, the next
Uh,
two games are very good.
I'm pretty confident. I thought they had a rough schedule, but
They do in the playoffs.
playoff schedule.
Yeah,
Okay.
playoffs are very bad.
Yeah. So we've got 2 good weeks and then
Horrific.
they're no good.
If you're
Okay.
trying to get into the playoffs, he's a good one.
You
But
mean you're
once,
already locked into the playoffs?
yeah,
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
yeah, it's just the next couple of weeks are pretty rough. Sorry, good ones after that, but yeah. If he's
So is
going
he
to put
someone
up,
you might move tonight then? As someone that's locked in already?
I I think his value's too low. I think he's more of a buy than anything.
Yeah.
If you've got him and you're trying to sell, I probably wouldn't,
It's
just
tough.
given you're going to get nothing for him.
Yeah.
But if you're in the market for an RB2, I think he's a really, really, really good option.
Yep.
Just given how low you'll probably sort of pay.
Yep. Agree.
And especially with the trade deadline, if someone wants to get rid of him, they have to do it now.
Yep.
Um,
That's true. Yep.
but yeah,
Yep.
so
Ours is not tonight, but essentially whenever the game finishes tomorrow, that'll be all done.
I think most leagues have it now or last week.
I think well, it used to be week 10 for us, but we moved it back a few extra weeks.
The standard's week
I
11.
know in our dynasty it was last week.
That's the
A lot
standard.
of the dynasties I see out there, they no deadline, just goes all year round. Maybe
Yeah,
something
right.
to look into for us
Yeah, yeah.
because really, you're it makes sense in redraft to freeze it because you got your
Mm,
competing teams and your crap teams, but in dynasty, your crap teams and your good teams probably want to trade together because one wants draft picks and one wants points now.
I think it's still good to have the deadline because
Yeah.
imagine rolling into week 15, you know you haven't made it, so then you just start trading all your players.
Well, yeah, that's a part of it. Then one team to go win it now, they're going to give up all their future assets. They might go win a championship, but they might kill their future for the next 5 years.
But you might also give someone else a championship.
Yeah, but that's the risk you run. Then you might have gifted someone the championship the next 3 years.
Yeah,
It all depends. Don't do that.
sure. um,
Yeah, I think
yeah,
it's controversy time.
controversy time.
Yeah, I think it's fantasy judge jury. Yes, so controversy has struck
Yep.
our league that we talk about a lot, and it actually centers around myself. I try to stay out of the controversy, but I couldn't this time. So essentially, I'll give the gist, and I'd love for you guys, the fans, to tell us what you would do if you were the commissioner of the league, or if you're in the league, what you would be pushing for. So essentially, last night, a lot of trade talks going on. We haven't had a pub night the night before to try and see if we could get broker some deals. Only one deal went down that night, but been back and forth with a few managers, and one manager that night he was already keen to do an ETN for Jamison Williams deal. As a Jamison Williams manager who's come off 3 good weeks, I was against it. But then this manager, he went and traded Rice, who was his wide receiver 1, and essentially only good wide receiver for Barkley. So now he's missing a wide receiver. His best one is now Sutton, and that's almost it. Jameson would be his number 2. So he sent me that trade, and we were talking back and forth. He was pushing for it hard, and I was doing a lot of research, and I was actually looking to see if I can move Etienne on in a third-party deal, but I fell asleep. So that left that there, and then the matches roll around. Obviously, it's morning time for us in Australia, and I then see the end of the games. Jameson's had a donut and screwed me in the lineup. I got the win still, but it was close. And I saw the trade-off was still sitting there, and I was just thinking, oh, no, I do need a running back come week 14. Henderson's on bye. My running back I'm hoping to play that week, Benson, still on IR, not back yet. No deadline or no timeline. I thought he might be playing today. So I thought, you know what, I might do that deal now. But I waited till halftime just to see how ETN would go, and he looked good. He looked solid. He ended up scoring 20 points in the end. I think he was on about 12-ish when I did the trade, and I just said, all right, let's do it. I'll do the trade.
Yep.
But obviously straight away, the managers come back and said, he thought he reversed it, or
Yeah, thought
he
he withdrew it.
he didn't realize it was still out there. So yeah, that's pretty much the nuts and bolts.
Yep.
Um,
Going to a league
you,
vote.
yeah, it's gone to a league vote. It, I thought it was splitting hairs, but it looks like it might be leaning my way at this stage, with a few votes left to go.
2 votes left to go.
Your vote being one of them.
Yeah.
So you, as one of the league members, what do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know. That's why you haven't voted yet.
There's an argument to be made both ways. I think. I think if he just said he'd forgot about it, I think it's a difference. I think then it should go through. I think, well, it's too bad you forgot about it. That's on you.
Yeah.
But the fact he's come back and said that he thought he withdrew it, and with how shit the sleep app is, with communication,
Yeah.
how just buggy it is in general, I can see how that could happen.
Yeah.
So that sort of
All I would
leads
say
me to
is,
think it
yeah.
should be done.
Now there is a counter I would put to that. And look, I actually think JMO will score more than ETN rest of the year. It's only the fact that I really need a running back. I think this is just we know what Jameson is. He's high or low, but his highs, he can win you a week.
I'd rather Etienne.
Yeah, I think it's
Etienne's been solid all year.
Yeah, but I think he has a Tootin problem coming up.
That's been said all year.
Yeah, but the previous week,
I think he's
it was
top
more
10
there.
running back.
Well, it's a huge claim.
No, like in just scoring.
Oh, yeah, I think he is
top
actually,
10,
yeah.
So you've basically got an RB1.
You could say Jameson Williams has been a top 5 wide receiver the last 3 weeks, not including this week.
All season, he's maybe a wide receiver 3.
Yeah, I think he's around 30.
Yeah.
So
you've basically traded.
But you at this stage of the year, what they did in the first 6 weeks of the year, I don't care. It's what they're doing now.
He's just dropped it.
Just dropped it down. Yes.
0. So that's what he's doing now. That is what he's doing now.
But we know what James Williams is, because he, like you said, he'd done that earlier in the year. The person's made the trade, and one thing.
You can get Demario Douglas and get that. You can go with Matt Collins and do that.
Yeah. So one thing, because of this very reason, one thing I always do with my trades now, I always put a timer in it, and I always make sure that timer lines up with when the practice reports are going to come out. For example, I was putting offers when I was a Bowers owner in 0 and 4 or 1 and 4, Bowers for Quinton Johnson. I was getting Quinton Johnson and sending Bowers, but I put a timer on it that I was waiting for the practice reports, and if the practice reports came out saying Bowers was good to go, the trade would have been pulled based on the timing. Yeah. I was doing the same thing. I'd sent this guy a few trades, but I was having them all end at midnight, like in preparation for the 5 o'clock games starting in the morning our time.
Yeah.
So that's a simple way to mitigate that. It's available for everyone to use.
It is, but
and I noticed you're actually one out of all the group that uses it the most, I would say.
Yeah. I still just think, I don't know, because he thought he withdrew it, it makes it different. If he just said he forgot, then too bad.
Yeah, a lot of people can say they thought they withdrew it though.
Yeah,
that's what I'd say.
But I don't think he'd.
Someone I'm in trade talks with now, they have voted on my side, or on that side, and he said,
until proven guilty.
Well, I think there's no guilty party.
No, like if he's lying about.
Yeah, well, yeah, true, but
there's no reason to doubt that.
Another guy mentioned, if it was him on the end of it and he thought he withdrew it, but the app was bugging out, he would have messaged the person saying, "I withdrew this trade, by the way, just to let you know."
Yeah, that's a good point.
And it's not like Jameson Williams, his game had finished by 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
ETN's game was like halfway through the third quarter. Like, it was late into the day for it to, and the trade had been sitting there for over 10 hours. Like, it's not. Yeah, that's just.
I also don't like vetoes, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think
that's.
I'm not a big fan of vetoes. I think the commission's there for a reason. I think it really should just end up with them. And then vetoes are no good as well, because people, instead of voting for what they think is right, they can also just go, "Oh, this person's top of the league."
Yeah, which we can get into a little bit in our 32-man league, I think.
Yeah, not a big fan of vetoes.
No, yeah. So in our 32-man league, the week Henderson went off with 3 touchdowns. The owner in that league put him on the market, and he got a first and a second round pick for him. But bear in mind, 32-man league, this first round pick projects to be around 20 to 25.
Yeah.
So in most normal leagues, it's essentially a late second.
He counted.
Yeah, it come from him. So
and that one changed that one up.
And more. To be honest, in that league, you can get a good player there at the 20th pick, and then Second round is normally where all the good defensive players are.
Yep.
And in a league where you got to make about 20, 25 starters,
Yeah.
turning one player or one pick into two, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Especially it was annoying. Everyone kicked up a stink because he had 3 touchdowns, but then you look now and Ramondre's getting the goal line carries.
Yeah, and
So it's like
1 week later.
Yeah, it's that one was just annoying. That one shouldn't have been vetoed.
Yeah, so that got vetoed. We both voted for it to stay.
Yeah.
Even though, yes, it's probably a fleece for one way, not the other, but yeah, trade should stand.
I think if there's no collusion or dodginess going on, trades should go through.
Yeah, agree. And yeah, that's sort of what I think here. Look, bit rough on the guy, but he's a good playoff team. It's not like it's going to kill his team. I think Jameson Williams, he becomes his wide receiver 2. ETN was his running back 4. So I think it balances out his squad anyway.
Yeah.
And bad, obviously, it looks bad because he scored a 0 this week. But if this trade went down last week, no one bats an eye.
Yeah.
Because he's averaging 20 points across 3 weeks.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah.
So it's going to come down to your vote. So
I
live,
don't think it'll come down to mine.
live on the pod, would you like to announce your vote?
No.
Or are you too much of a pussy?
I don't know. And I don't think it'll come down to my vote.
Well,
hopefully not.
Well, it's just going to finish with 2 people not voting.
Yeah.
One of which has tried to get me to buy their vote, and the other one is abstaining.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's going to end at 6-4. So Jet, I know you don't watch, but sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Get good.
Um.
What did I say in the chat? You snooze, you lose.
Yeah, you snooze, you lose. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. I think an argument can be made both ways. I am leaning no, but at the same time, I'd hate to be in that scenario. But then at the same time as well, I think myself.
You prepare as a GM. You prepare yourself to not put yourself in that scenario.
I agree.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I think if it does get vetoed, does it open the door for other things to happen? Where it's
agree.
Oh,
That's the
I
problem.
didn't mean for this to go through.
Yeah.
So,
Which could happen for sure. Which I really don't like it.
I think the only way.
I have offered to, as a peace treaty, I can tell you. So I just received the DK, in a deal. Obviously, he's
actually
sort of
you had a bit of dodginess going on yourself.
We'll get to that. But yeah, this DK bloke.
Chris Godwin scoring points on you.
I said I'll get to it. This DK bloke. I offered it to him as a truce.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can have this bloke. Like I got him for JCM. I was probably going to drop him. Now I've got Chris Rodriguez. I just hadn't got around to it, and my plan was just to give him to him for nothing.
Yep.
And just call that, if that makes it a little bit fairer. Because I didn't offer the trade for JCM. I got offered to me. Yeah. I just decided to accept it and to see if he wanted him. But he said, nah, all good. He was pushing for it hard, the trade the night before, so it's not all bad on his side. But yeah, obviously I think he would agree. He still wants it to be undone. But you snooze, you lose.
Tricky one.
But yeah, you want to go back to the other controversy? Or a mini one?
Yeah, go for it.
The one you were just mentioning, the Godwin on IR.
Oh, that one. Yeah, cool. That one's not bad. I do it all the time.
That's honest oversight.
I do it all the time.
Yeah.
On purpose. So do you.
On purpose?
Yeah. It's just an easy way.
I knew he was playing. I just assumed.
I know that.
I just assumed he was on my bench.
I knew that you knew.
No, because you do get the
everyone does it.
You got the notification there and the team's out. Yeah, I have seen other people do it.
Everyone does it. If you're clever, you're doing it. It's just an extra couple bench spots.
Yeah.
Quickly set your lineup before anyone's removed from out or IR.
Yeah.
And you've got a couple extra bench spots. I do it all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
It's clever.
It is. Well, yeah, I consider it, but honestly, it was a bit of an oversight.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Yeah. If I needed, like I already had my lineup set up, maybe if I needed to make a change, I would have realised and then dropped someone. But
it is perfectly legal. I think the punishment for that is you can't change your lineup.
Yeah, that is a punishment, isn't it? Yeah, and it's happened multiple times. I actually sent a message 8 weeks ago to one of the commissioners saying, "What's the go with this?" And he couldn't have given a shit.
You're the tattletale.
No, I just asked.
That's shocking.
I just asked the question in private chat. Wasn't in the group chat.
He's doing this.
I didn't even put any names.
You're a dibber dobber.
No, I just asked the question. It's good to ask the question.
You're trying to dob someone in.
Well, now someone's trying to dob me in.
The commission's trying to dob you in, so it's not really dobbing you in. It's just the.
Yeah, but I've seen the commission do this. The one that.
Yeah, but you're under investigation.
Yeah, so it's quite funny. So we can go to another controversy. So, but I think this segment really doesn't work unless we get a verdict. Obviously, we know my side. I'm a part of the deal, so really, there's a conflict of interest. We need a expert's opinion on the matter. If you were the commission or in this league, which you are, what would you do? Which way are you leaning?
Which one? Which controversy?
The ETN for
Oh,
JMA deal.
Nah, it stands.
It stands?
It's
Okay.
That's where I'm leaning.
I would recommend that you please make your vote.
I might.
Okay,
Nah, I think that's where
that's okay.
I'd
But
lean
yeah,
on.
we've got another controversy to talk about
Yeah.
that happened early on. I believe it was noticed after week 2.
Funny.
So yeah, by
I'm
you, yes.
spewing I brought it up.
Yeah, so we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Yes, so the controversy in question. So I went to a vote in our league in the off season that the defenses were just going mental in our league. I think the Broncos DST was a top 5 player in our league last year,
Yeah, well,
and I think there was 5 or so in the top 20, which is just crazy for a lot of people just streaming these guys, or a couple of 40, 50 point weeks that won matchups, swayed champion. Well, it didn't sway the championship, but
yes, it did.
what the
The
defense?
defense scored about 30.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it did sway the
rough,
championship.
but you lost by a fair bit, I think, from memory.
About
Okay, so
20. Yeah,
not as bad as
it
it could
definitely
have been,
swayed it.
but yeah.
Yeah.
So it was the
I
decision
had
was
the Chargers in that game.
what they score.
They scored about 40 to, I think, 7, and they put up about 12 points.
Okay,
And because his defense got 2 defensive touchdowns
and they're 10 points each.
and they're 10 points each.
Yeah, wow. Okay,
So
it did cost you.
it did cost me.
Yeah, but I think it helped you the year before, probably. No, okay.
I've always been
You remember?
terrible with defense.
Okay, yeah,
Terrible.
but yeah. So the reason for this,
But that's where it
I went to a vote
Right.
that about half the league was keen to minimise the scoring because we all do our draft research into
It did
your,
get voted down
your offensive players. Yeah, I don't know.
voted that would stay the same.
Oh, it got voted. It was okay.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
Yeah,
I thought it got changed. So it should have stayed the same, but it has changed. So when the commissioner tried to reset it, it went wrong. But also while doing that, it changed a few other stats. One of them being quarterback stats.
All stats to the standard scoring.
Yeah, so quarterback went to 4-point passing. We've always been a 6, and I think there's no negative points for getting sacked, whereas it used to be a -2, roughly.
Yep.
Something like that. And a fumble lost and fumbled is a little bit different too.
Yeah, fumble lost is -2. It used to be a fumble was -1, and then you got the fumble lost -2. The fumble, there is no negative now.
Okay. Yep.
So that one's massive because there's always fumbles, but then they might get it back, especially quarterbacks and running backs.
Yeah.
They're huge. And then, especially the fumble loss, you losing an extra point.
Yep.
One of the big ones for defense, so sacks are worth 1 point now. They used to be worth 2.
Yep.
So it's just, they're the big ones.
I think there used to be a big yardage one that if they kept them under a certain amount of yardage, the score would be huge. Whereas now it's mainly based on the opposition team's score as opposed to the yardage.
Yeah.
But the reason there was controversy and it was noticed, your matchup was decided by you lost by half a point, I believe, in week 1.
Yep.
And you would have won with the original settings.
I looked into that further. Yep. I would have lost.
Oh, you still would have lost?
I would have lost because of the fumble.
Okay.
There was an extra fumble that I didn't see.
Okay,
and
understood.
I still would have lost by a smidgen.
Yeah.
But there was another one the following week where Jared Goff threw 5 touchdowns.
Yes, this is the one. The main one, yeah. So I think the owner of that league lost by a point or 2. And it was essentially what I consider the best team in the league versus what ended up being an 0-6 team. Yep. Where the 0-6 team that week 2 should have won with the 5 touchdowns from Goff, but end up losing by 2 to 3 points because of them. And it set apart their seasons. And the commission at that stage decided the scoring will stand and we'll reassess in the off season. I think they
didn't.
We're not going to reassess, or
no, they voted to change it, but they couldn't change it so that it would only be going forward. It changed the whole season, so the previous 2 weeks. So it gave him the win, and then they saw that, and then they changed it back.
Yeah. So for me, I think if it wasn't a commissioner getting their score changed, I think it would have been is what it is. And I think if I had lost, which I lost the first 2 weeks anyway, so it didn't really affect me, but I think it had to be original scoring. Even though someone that drafted Justin Fields. So I was going for the rushing upside. 4-point passing would obviously suit me at that stage. I wanted it to be 6 because it's always been that way. Yeah, I would have moved it back, and if it changed previous results, essentially there hadn't been many, if any, trades until that point. I think everyone was pretty quiet the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot going on.
I think I even made the first trade in week 4.
Well, the big thing was that it affected was the pass heavy offenses. So really,
Correct.
it was just those pass heavy QBs. So your Dak Prescott's, your
Jared
Goff's,
Yep.
Joe Burrow, if he was playing, would have been the biggest affected.
Yep.
Which
Agree.
was a top. He was drafted, I think, 4th round.
Yeah, he was drafted early. Yep.
I think those QBs especially took a massive hit.
Yeah, and we drafted it based on
Baker Mayfield.
Based on what we knew,
takes a massive hit.
Yep.
Any sort of QBs, that weren't really going to rush, but we're going to be throwing the ball a lot.
Yep. Yeah, so I hope it goes back to normal for next year. But yeah, essentially one guy got stooged.
Well, actually, there's more.
There's more? Okay. Yep.
So there's another team.
There's another team? Yeah, 2 girls.
Yes, so another team that is near the bottom, and me, who's at the top right now, I should have an extra loss, and he should have an extra win.
Okay.
So there was another one where I beat him. So it was a Derrick Henry fumble right at the end of the game, the last game of the week. Got me up by about 1 point.
Yep.
And his quarterback threw for an extra touchdown, which it should have gave him an extra 2 points. So he should have won.
Wow. Okay, so you've really looked into it. Yeah. Now you say that, I won one matchup by 0.24. And based on defensive scoring, like the sacks, they had 3 or 4. Yeah, I think he should have beat me.
Yeah.
Based on that. So it does. I think it goes both ways, I think. But early in the season, it was a big telltale because one of the better teams should have been beaten.
Yeah.
And one of the lower teams should have got that win, and they could have made different trades based on that record. But yeah, in the end, they ended up at 0-6, and the other one, I think, 5-1. So big repercussions that come out of it.
With the one that I lost, or won, sorry, as well, I'm 90% sure I should have lost. Because they're like with the other one, with week 1, there could have been fumbles that I didn't see.
So yeah, because they're not counted as a stat anymore. Yeah. It's not showing up on the. Yeah.
And there's a lot of fumbles.
There's been I feel like this year has been a lot of fumbles.
Shitloads.
Yeah.
Yeah, shitloads. But yeah, they're the ones that I was sort of saying. So basically, any matchup that's ended within sort of 5 points
could have gone the other way.
Could have gone the other way.
Yeah. So I think part of this segment, as I mentioned before, I think we go to what we would have done if we were in charge. So for me, what they initially did was right, reversing the scores back to normal.
Yeah.
Especially the passing touchdown one. I think the defense one, I argue what we have now is better than what we had last year. But obviously, this is with hindsight. But yeah, once it realised it changed results, I think maybe it goes to a league vote to see what people want. And obviously, people will vote based on if they got screwed or not. But you would hope
it didn't get voted on.
Yeah, I think you would hope that people have the looking at the league over its entirety, not just 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But even as someone, if it affected me, I think I would have preferred to keep it the same.
Yeah, that one.
As had it been.
It didn't go to a league vote. The commissioners decided. I've got no problem with. They decided they'll change it going forward from the following week. But they changed the scoring settings, and they couldn't do it so that it only affected going forward, which I didn't like. I think if you're going to have scoring, it's got to be for the whole season.
Yeah, it can't be half and half.
These 2 weeks, this is what it was, and then the rest
Correct.
Of it, this is something else. But I think exactly that. I think you either have to make the decision. You go for what you've got with the mistake, or you reverse it all, and just deal with a couple of teams potentially having an extra win or a loss.
Yeah. So I think
But
I think they should have. I think potentially league vote, but I would have.
Well, actually, it already really got voted. So the league voted not to change it. So really, it should have just been reverted.
Yeah, so it was the guy trying to put it back and he couldn't. Yeah.
He couldn't put it back without changing it the previous week's outcome.
Yeah.
So I think it should have been changed back.
Yeah,
it was already voted on. Everyone drafted with those.
But I think
scoring in mind.
The fact that the little things like I went back once we found the controversy, I went back previous
was-
chat, and I found all the things that changed, and it was obvious right there to see. As a commissioner, I don't want to, like, everyone's got full-time jobs here, but it's an important job. The
You're
commissioner
paying-
of a league.
You're paying a big target on your back.
No, I think you
There's
hold.
gonna be a hit out for you.
This is an important league. Like, a lot of us think about it a lot, care about it a lot. I think, yeah, those little things should have been noticed.
Yeah. I think I don't think it's like obviously everyone's drafted with that scoring in mind, but also there is an argument to be made that like it's still an even playing ground.
Well, yeah, because everyone. But yeah, the problem is
Because we all didn't know.
did a yeah, I won't say it, but did a commissioner know that it had changed without notifying people that
I don't
by
think so.
doing this change it happened? Yeah, we don't think so, but
I don't think so. You're
the
throwing out
commissioner
accusations.
the commissioner that made the change did have a Russian QB, Jalen Hurts, who traded for him not long before that. So just it felt a bit funny.
Interesting.
Yeah, but
Big accusations.
yeah, I think bigger ones have been thrown at him, so nothing new for him.
Interesting.
Yeah, and we had rivalry round this week. Actually, yeah, we can get into that.
Oh yeah,
We
you
had
won.
we had rivalry round this week, and I've won.
Lost.
I've beaten him twice actually, and I consider him the best team in the league. So really good.
Really, that means you're saying you're the best team in the league.
No, he's had Jonathan Taylor. I've versed him the only 2 weeks. He's gone under 10. So I've been very lucky there. And obviously he was missing 3 guns, HN, Chase, and Waddle, and I only beat him by 5 points.
Yeah.
So
Unreal.
there's absolute standards, and coming up against him in playoffs, you're going to need an absolute miracle.
I think I've got the second best team in the league.
I would say, yeah, I'd say you're a tie for second.
I think if Lamar does Lamar things,
That's a big if for me.
nah, I don't think it's a massive if.
Based on his last 2 to 3 weeks, kind of is, I think.
Yeah, but if you look at the start of the season, so I don't know. I think if Lamar can do Lamar things, I can rely on Lamar and CMC.
Yep.
And then just CeeDee Lamb can just do whatever he wants to do, and I think I should be right.
Yeah. So then you got
The champion won it last year, relying on Josh Allen and CMC. Not CMC. Who was it?
who did he have?
It was Josh Allen and someone else that was awesome.
He
I
had
think it might have been just Josh Allen.
he had James Cook because I traded it to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
But
one.
he relied on basically 2 players.
Yeah, he
That
was.
just dragged
Yeah,
him along.
Josh Allen had a really good end to the year. All right,
Alright.
that's it from us. We're
Yeah.
signing off.
Not a whole lot.
So, but yeah, if you do decide to comment, Daryl, don't be fucking stupid. Do a proper comment
Nah,
because I'd like to hear your opinion.
comments are good.
Yeah, the comments are good actually, but this is an important topic. So we appreciate good opinions, and hopefully we can get a bit of a discussion going on in the chat.
All right.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all from us.
Alright.
See you next week. We're going to try and get some special guests on and get a bit of a quiz going.
Yeah, we'll try to get Blaney back.
Yeah, we'll go get the red head. He was pretty good value last week, wasn't he? Yeah.
We're getting it back.
And if you thought he was a nuffy, we've got an even nuffier mate that could be good too. hope he watches this.
He doesn't.
He knows who we're talking about.
All right.
All right.
See you next week.
Sayonara.